One question that sellers ask us all the time, or really just anybody in real estate, is what's the best time of year to sell? Or a better question or more often question that we get is, I know that we need to sell in the spring, so we're just getting ready right now. So that's what I'm going to tell you. What season is best to sell in? Now, every neighborhood is different, every market is different. There are certain neighborhoods in Nashville where there is maybe a better season to sell. But the reality is spring is not always the best time to sell. Let's just go season by season. So winter. Winter, there's a lot less inventory, which means you have a lot less competition. So if you have a house that could benefit from not having a lot of competition, winter may be the best time. People get transferred for jobs. Literally, a friend just told me last night that she was starting her new job January 2nd. So there's a lot of people who get transferred and move for work in the winter, and they have to buy a home. And there's less inventory on the market in the winter. And so that's a huge opportunity. Then we've got spring, okay? Spring is well known as being a great time of year, but something people don't realize is spring actually starts in Nashville in February. Because a lot of time by April, people want to be done with it because then kids are like all the craziness of school and all of that ending, and summer and vacations and all of that. So spring starts a little bit earlier in Nashville than a lot of people assume. So if you're thinking, I want to sell in the spring market, you're going to have a lot more competition, but there's also a lot of people out looking and buying. So it's not a bad time at all, but do up your timeline a little bit. For me, you want to be meeting with our team in January if you want to hit the spring market, because February and March are those like best months in spring. Then you've got summer. Now, summer may actually be one of the slowest months. It's not a bad time to sell. Man, everything looks beautiful and it's green. Your photos will be great. The buyer pool just shrinks a tiny bit because A, people are already settled if they were buying for their school district, and B, they're just traveling. There's a lot more people traveling. So on the benefit, though, is there's a lot more people able to come to town, traveling, looking for a place. But summer is actually, in my opinion, one of the slower times. It's not a bad time, but it's one of the slower ones. But you are gorgeous. Your house is gorgeous in the summer. If you have a pool, actually summertime is the best time to sell your house. A pool house is harder to sell in the winter because all people are seeing are the maintenance. But in the summer, man, all they see are the glistening water, and they are just thinking, how can I get in that pool? So summer's really great for a pool house. Then you've got fall. So fall is the kind of the darling season in Nashville because all the leaves are changing and all of that. Now, you do want to catch it before the leaves fall, because once the leaves fall, then that also just looks like maintenance. But fall is a great time to sell once school's gotten ramped back up. In a couple of different neighborhoods in particular, it's actually it sells as many houses as the spring does. And so fall is a great time as well. So it really is bearing more closely on your specific neighborhood. There's a neighborhood or a couple neighborhoods in Nashville that don't sell except in the spring and early summer because it's such a school district driven neighborhood. So you just want to look at specifics like that. Never assume that because it's winter, it's a bad time to sell the house, or because it's summer, it's a great time to sell your house. There's always a perfect season for every house, and we would love to help you figure out what that season is for you.